Okay team, welcome back to the second part of the presentation. What I'd like to address today is what we've seen on site and a few facts that we've picked up on. So, as I said, the sticking factor in presentation one was the rake of the wall and the embedment. Okay, these photos, right, are the most powerful photos to give you insight on how that all works. Okay, that's natural ground, there's 350. Admittedly, there'll be rocks here and there that are a little bit shallower, but 9 times out of 10, that's because they've been pivoted on their main axis to get this 1 in 4 rake. Okay, so that's why that happens. However, if we have a look at this plane and we project that through and through, we've, by any stretch of the imagination, covered ourselves with the required embedment. Okay, and here it is in black and white. All right, now talking about the failure. All right, remembering this wall was standing for a good 3.5 years prior, and if you have a look at some of these photos, i.e. This photo here, right? Let's have a good look at this photo here. Absolutely gun barrel straight, except for where we have this pinch point on this cut when it exceeded 1.5 meters, 850 mil off the wall. That's correct, 1.5 meters, 850 mil off the wall. Now, if I get you back to have a look, because this gravel was put in after the fact, and that was about 400 mil deep. All of these levels are still on site. The point that we're talking about is this point here, right, on this cut. So if we, where the wall failed, right, at the highest point, we ran that level from there out to here, and we got that, it was closer to 1550, all right, and we have some other photos to show you on that. 1550, 800 mil off the wall. All right, now if we have a look at how that's reacted, okay, it's pulled itself down through that pinch point where the cut went from there, where it was parallel up the drive, to there. Now the principle which I was told is they were doing a 1 in 1, 900 out, 900 down, which is absolutely fantastic, but not on the premise that you've got a 2 meter high gravity wall beside it. The other thing that made it absolutely worse, because all this stuff here, as you can see by the tape measure, is still at 900 by 900, all right? Now that all held up. Because the block was contouring up, at that pinch point here, right, which we've got with this level here, all right, it was 1.5 cut, 850 mil off the wall. 1.5 cut. All these levels are still on site today. All right, now if we have a look at the principle of that, okay, the scale of that, this is what that looked like. This is what that looked like, okay? 1.5 meters, 850 off the wall, straight down. And that was right on that intersecting point here, okay? Remembering prior to that, okay, the wall had been standing for 3 years. Now, what we've found in previous reports and or reports post this is that there's been no acknowledgement of this cut. Absolutely no acknowledgement of the cut. And I don't think that's a balanced report by any stretch of the imagination. These are gravity walls, okay? So, what we'll find then, if this tract of land has been taken out, right, we have no integrity, structural integrity, to hold this gravity wall that's on the 1 in 4 rake. And the reason for that, our angle of repose is coming through here, all right, just placing this load through. And as you can see, with some torrential rain, that's what happens, okay? That's what happens. So essentially, in our opinion, a mitigating factor, in fact, the biggest one by a country mile, and anybody who builds anything would totally agree, was this cut here in front of the wall. And as I said, all these levels are still on site. All right, that's the cut. Thank you.